Have you ever looked at your home and felt like it was all messy? What if I told you there was a simple method that works even when you don't have time, and that could put an end to this situation forever? Many people think that organizing their home is something only people with a lot of free time or those who were born with a gift for organization can do. But that's not true. What you'll discover in this video will completely change your relationship with organizing your home. I'm going to teach you a system that I developed over the years trying to keep my house in order, even while working outside the home and taking care of my family. It's a method that anyone can follow, no matter their age or routine. If you don't learn these techniques, you'll continue to waste time looking for things, feel stressed at home, and live in that never-ending cycle of tidying and untidying. But if you stick with me until the end, you'll discover the secret that changed my life and can change yours too. Tip 1. The 10-minute rule that transforms any home. The first thing you need to understand is that organizing your home doesn't have to be a huge task that takes up your entire day. Most people fail at organizing because they try to do everything at once. This is a mistake I've made for years. The problem is that when we look at all the mess, we feel like we need hours and hours to sort it out, and that paralyzes us. The solution is much simpler than you might think. Set aside just 10 minutes of your day, always at the same time, to eliminate a specific type of clutter. It could be in the morning before breakfast or at night before bed. The important thing is that it is always the same time to create the habit. Let's say you've decided to focus on the papers that are scattered around your house. During those 10 minutes, you'll only pick up the papers that are out of place. Don't worry about drawers, cabinets, or other clutter, just papers. You'll be surprised at how much paper you can organize in 10 minutes when you focus on just that. In the second week, you can choose another type of item, such as misplaced clothes. In the third week, kitchen items, and so on. The secret is that in a few months, you will have created the habit of keeping each type of item in its right place. Your home will become organized naturally, without you needing major renovations or entire days of cleaning. Tip 2. The power of the 1-for-1 rule. Here's something that has completely changed the way I think about organization. Every time you pick something up, use it, and then immediately put it back in the right place. It seems obvious, but most people pick it up, use it, and then leave it somewhere, thinking they'll put it away later. That later never comes, and that's how clutter builds up. The problem with this attitude is that our minds get used to the clutter. When we leave a mug on the dining room table, the next day we leave 2, then 3, and before long, the table is full of things that don't belong there. It's like a snowball that keeps growing until it gets out of control. The rule is simple. Take it, use it, put it away, immediately. No exceptions. This applies to everything: clothes, kitchen utensils, cleaning products, medicines, tools, anything. At first it may seem like a lot of work, but after a few weeks it becomes automatic, like brushing your teeth. To start practicing, choose a room in your house that you use most during the day. It could be the kitchen, the living room, or the bedroom. For an entire week, apply the rule only to that room. You will notice that this space always stays tidy without any extra effort. Once you have mastered one room, extend it to the entire house. In a short time, keeping your house organized will be as natural as breathing. Tip 3. How to create organization zones. At work, many people make the mistake of not having a specific place for each type of thing. As a result, objects end up scattered all over the house, creating a feeling of constant clutter. The solution is to create specific zones for each category of items, and this is easier than you think. The first step is to make a mental list of all the things you use on a daily basis: medicines, keys, important documents, cleaning products, basic tools, office supplies. Each of these categories needs to have its own area in your home. It doesn't have to be anything fancy: a drawer, a box, a shelf, any space you can dedicate exclusively to those items. For example, create a medicine area near the kitchen or bathroom, always in the same place, a key and document area near the front door, a cleaning product area under the kitchen sink. The important thing is that everyone in the house knows where each area is and always puts things away in the right place. When you have well-defined areas, you'll never waste time looking for things again. Need medicine? You know exactly where it is. Need a tool? You know exactly where to find it. Plus, when everything has its own specific place, tidying up becomes much faster. Instead of wondering where to put each item, you automatically know where it goes. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to make a special request to you. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any new tips that I share, and tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. I love knowing that people from different places are applying these techniques in their homes. Now, let's continue with more amazing tips. Tip 4. The organization secret that nobody tells you. There is a secret about organization that few people know, and when you find out, you will understand why so many attempts to organize your home fail. The secret is this: before you organize anything, you need to reduce the amount of things you have. There's no point in trying to organize a house full of objects that you don't use. Most people try to organize everything they have, including things that are old, broken, worn out, or no longer fit. It's like trying to organize a small closet with clothes for 3 people. It just won't fit, no matter how much you try to organize. The first step is to go through each room in your house and separate them into 3 groups: things you use regularly, things you rarely use, and things you never use. Be honest about this separation. That appliance that's been sitting around unused for 2 years can probably go. So can those clothes that no longer fit or that you never wear. Start with a simple rule. If you haven't used something in the last 6 months, and it's not a seasonal item like party decorations, you probably don't need it. Donate it, sell it, or throw it away. You'll be amazed at how much space you'll free up and how much easier it is to keep everything organized when you have less to deal with. A home with less stuff is an easier home to keep tidy. Tip 5. How to organize. So you never waste time searching again. How many times a week do you waste time looking for something at home? Keys, glasses, medicine, documents, tools. This wasted time adds up, and at the end of the month, you have spent hours looking for things that should always be in the same place. The problem is not a lack of memory, it is a lack of system. The solution is to create what I call fixed landmarks. These are specific places where certain objects always go, without exception. Your keys always go on the same hook by the door. Your glasses always go in the same place on the nightstand. Your medicines always go on the same shelf in the cabinet. For this to work, you need to train yourself and your family to always keep these things at the landmarks. It will take a little discipline at first, but within a few weeks, it will become second nature. It's like learning to drive. At first you have to think about each movement, but then it becomes second nature. A practical tip: place small labels or specific containers at the points of reference, at least in the beginning. A small basket for your keys, a small box for your glasses, a medicine box. This helps to create the visual habit of always putting things in the right place. Over time, you won't even need the labels anymore because the habit will already be formed. You will never again waste precious time looking for things around the house. Tip 6. The layering technique. Many people try to organize everything at once and end up giving up because it becomes too tiring. There is a much more efficient technique that I call organizing in layers. It's like painting a wall. You can't get a perfect result with just one coat of paint. You have to apply layer by layer. The first layer is visual organization. You only tidy up what is visible: tables, sofas, countertops, and the floor. You don't mess with drawers, cabinets, or underbeds. You only tidy up what anyone can see when they enter the room. This gives you an immediate sense of a tidy home and motivates you to keep going. The second layer is the superficial organization of the furniture. You open the drawers and cabinets and arrange only the first row, which is the most visible when you open them. You don't touch the backs of the drawers or the corners of the cabinets yet. Just what appears first when you open them. The third layer is deep organization. Here you go to the back of drawers, organize closets completely, and tidy up under beds and in hidden corners. This is the layer that takes the longest, but since you've already done the other two, your house already looks tidy, so you'll have more motivation to finish it. The trick is to do one layer at a time, with a few days between layers. Don't try to do all 3 layers in one day. When you've finished all 3 layers in every room, your home will be truly organized, from the visible to the hidden corners. Tip 7. The 5 minutes before bed method. Here's a simple trick that will keep your home looking presentable, even on the busiest days. Before you go to bed, take just 5 minutes to tidy up your home. 5 minutes is very little time, so it won't feel like a heavy obligation. In these 5 minutes, you only do the basics. Put away things that are out of place, put the sofa cushions back in place, take plates and glasses to the kitchen, fold the blanket that was on the sofa. These are simple and quick tasks, but they make all the difference in the appearance of the house. The benefit is that you wake up every day with a tidy house. Imagine how good it feels to start the day seeing everything in its place, instead of waking up to a mess first thing in the morning. This improves your mood and your disposition for the whole day. Plus, when you stick to this routine, you'll never have those awkward moments again when someone unexpectedly shows up at your house. To make these 5 minutes more enjoyable, you can put on some music you like or do it with other people in the house. It can even become a fun family moment where everyone takes care of the cleaning. Children love to help when we make it a game. The important thing is to be consistent, every day, without exception, even when you are tired. In a few weeks, it will be as natural as brushing your teeth. Tip 8. How to teach the whole family to keep the house organized. One of the biggest challenges of organizing is when you live with other people who don't take the same care with tidying up. There's no point in trying hard to keep everything organized if other people in the house keep making a mess. The solution is to teach the whole family to participate in organizing so that it doesn't feel like an obligation, but rather like taking care of the home. The first step is to talk to everyone and explain the benefits of an organized home. Don't talk about it as if it were a complaint, but rather as a family project to improve everyone's lives. Explain how it's easier to find things, how the house looks nicer for guests, and how it saves time in everyday life. Then, define specific responsibilities for each person, according to their age and abilities. A child may be responsible for always putting away their toys after playing. A teenager may be responsible for taking care of their own room and helping to organize common areas. An adult may have specific areas of responsibility. The key is to start small and gradually build up. If you try to change all of your habits at once, people will resist. Start with 1 or 2 simple rules, like always putting your shoes away in the right place or always washing dishes after using them. Once these rules are working well, add more. With patience and consistency, your whole family will develop the habit of keeping your home tidy. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transformed my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's continue with the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 9. The organization system that works, even for busy people. If you are a person who works a lot, takes care of your family, and has 1,000 commitments, you probably think that organization is a luxury for those who have time to spare. But it is exactly the opposite. The busier you are, the more you need an organization system that works on autopilot. The key is to create organizational routines that fit naturally into the things you already do each day. For example, while the coffee is brewing in the morning, you can take those few minutes to tidy up the kitchen table. While you wait for the shower to heat up, you can put away the clothes that are on the bed. While the food is cooking, you can tidy up the kitchen counter. These small actions take advantage of times that are normally empty in your routine. You are not taking time away from other important activities. You are simply making better use of the few minutes that already exist in your day. It is like fitting pieces of a puzzle into the spaces that were already available. Another important strategy is to prepare everything the night before. Before going to bed, lay out your clothes for the next day set the breakfast table, and organize your bag with everything you need. This saves you time and energy in the morning when you are usually in a rush. An organized person is not necessarily someone with a lot of free time, but someone who makes good use of the time they have. Tip 10. How to stay motivated forever. The last tip is perhaps the most important of all, because there is no point in learning all the organizational techniques if you can't stay motivated to apply them every day. The problem is that organization is a habit, and all habits go through difficult phases where you feel like giving up. The key to staying motivated is to constantly remind yourself of the benefits that organization brings to your life. When your home is organized, you save time, reduce stress, enjoy being home more, are more willing to receive guests, sleep better, and even improve your self-esteem. These benefits are real, and you will feel them every day. Another strategy is to celebrate small victories. When you can keep a room organized for a whole week, celebrate. When you can apply the get it, use it, put it away rule for a month, recognize that progress. Organization is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and in marathons you need to celebrate every mile you run. Finally, be kind to yourself on the tough days. If you haven't managed to keep everything perfectly organized one day, don't give up on the whole process. The next day, pick up the pieces again. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. A reasonably organized home most of the time is much better than a perfectly organized home for a few days and then abandoned. Now you have in your hands a complete organization system that works in real life for real people with real routines. Each of these tips has been tested and approved by thousands of people who have transformed their homes by applying these simple methods. Remember, the secret is not in having a perfect home. It is in having a home that works for you and your family. If you've made it this far, I'm sure you're really determined to change your relationship with organizing your home. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these tips are you going to start applying today? Tell me in the comments which tip made the most sense for your current situation. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new tips. Every week I share practical content that will help you have a more organized home and a more peaceful life. Your organized home starts today with the first step you decide to take.